All right, this video is going to show you my next design team haul for Country Craft Creations. This is a Simple Stories collection. It's one of their vintage collections, which all of their vintage collections are very cool. But this one is vintage meadow flowers. So the first thing I'll do is go through the front and back of each of the papers from the collection, and then I'll show you some of the extra stuff that I'll be using that goes along with this collection. So let me move this one to the side. Oops. So here's one of the, I don't know, main papers, I would say, because it's got the larger design here on the corner. So it's got like lined paper along with like ripped pieces of print. And then you have like a rusted water can, a dragonfly, and some wildflowers, a couple butterflies. And then on the other side, you have one of their collage sheets that just has kind of a combination of different types of papers, anywhere from music notes to library book cards to ledgers, different certificates. Okay, so that's really pretty. I like this a lot. That'd be a great cover. So this floral one has a real pretty pink background, so the flowers are more of a burgundy type color. And then you have a real pretty sage plaid, and then on the edges you can see a little bit of greenery along with that print again. So this is similar to the last one, but this one has a lavender background, and the flowers, there's more of a variety of colors, so yellow, white, and purple. And this one, then you have the yellow plaid, and again you still have some greenery or some floral on the side with that newsprint on the right and left hand side. Then you have the sage green background, again with some wildflowers. These are more pink and purple for the flowers. And then purple plaid with, again, those elements on the right and the left hand side. So those three all follow the same pattern, just different colors. And then same on the other side, they're all your wildflowers, but different color schemes. This one, okay, I thought the first one was my favorite. I think this one is. So this one is a lot of layering look to it. So it looks like an old page that's got the torn edges and the ripped darker color, like it's been aged, like a blue ticket back there with some sort of long staple. You've got the note paper, tickets behind here, butterflies, flowers. You can tell the layers. This is really a cool piece. If I did 12 by 12 layouts, this would be awesome. I don't do layouts usually. And then on this side, it's like the flowers, and then there's like washi tape look underneath or on them, in which you would probably, you know, put the name of the flower or whatever, but this would be great for a family tree type thing too. Family flower. So now we have the goldenrod background with wildflowers, and you called it. On the other side, we have more of a blue-gray plaid. This is more of a sky blue. The florals are a little bit larger. And we have this pink background. So I really like the continuity between those wildflower pages and the plaid pages. Simple Stories is kind of known for their tag page. So on one side, you're going to have the pictures, you're going to have some graphics, and they're beautiful. The bird cage, the dragonfly and flowers, the washi tape look, and the music notes. This one's real pretty and subtle. And then on the other side, it's more of a journaling side. So I don't really like to glue these down. I like to have them loose in my project so that you can utilize both sides. We have a cut apart sheet. These are more of a journal type element then, and they are in different sizes. So you have anything from the library card to just a page with some butterfly border, a postcard. This originally I said it was like a long staple. It's not. It's like a golden colored cord. 3 labels down here. Wonderful, beautiful, lovely. These are good for journaling, obviously. And then you have a real pretty yellow on the back with a subtle print on there. Our 3x4s. The boots are cute with the wildflowers. They're all really pretty. It's got that watercolor feel. I really like this one too. And then we have the tags and tickets on the back. Real pretty colors. 4x4s and 2x2s. I really like these two up here. And on the other side you have some wildflowers. These journal cards are 4x6. The beautiful with the butterflies postcard. The outdoor with the fence. And there's that watering can. Real pretty wildflowers. You belong among the meadow flowers. And then dragonflies. Very pretty collection. Along with that, you do get your, in this collection that I have, it comes with these stickers. I love how they give you such a good amount of word stickers. I like to incorporate a lot of words. Some are larger images and some are smaller, so that's good also. Now there is a pack that is with corresponding or colors. And so we have the kind of a pinkish salmon, the sage green, the yellow, the blue, the purple, and kind of a cream color. So let me take these out. I should have had them out because now you're going to hear some crinkle noise. But I want to lay the papers with the corresponding papers so that you realize, you know, when you have pattern paper, it's really nice to have more of a solid to go with it to kind of balance it a little bit. So here are the colorful sides. Let me kind of spread these out. So you can see the pink, yellow, and lavender. And then on the other side, the sage, blue, and off-white. And there is a subtle pattern in the back. But look how pretty those are together. That is great. Let's see, the yellow background paper and the purple. It's just a real pretty watercolor feel. Now this would be the green or this, that looks good. And then there's lavender in here too. They all are gonna correspond really nicely. Okay. Let's take a look with one of the focal, like one of the main page. So there's a blue butterfly, so that really brings out the blue when you use it with that. So very pretty collection, very, very pretty. Let's go ahead then and take a look at some of the elements that I am going to be using with it. So the first thing here are the chipboard clusters, they call it. And there are several in here. It says 15 pieces. So you've got some flowers and butterflies and hearts and like layered tickets. The words are nice. There's that watering can. So they're a little bit thicker. They're more of a chipboard. I'll take a couple out just so you can kind of get an idea for size. So if you take a look, this is the size of the watering can, about the size of my palm. These are great for borders. We have them going each way, so that's nice. One for the left and one for the right. Here's that layered ticket. Here's a large wildflower one. So super nice to have when you're making an album. Okay, so there's just a few examples. Now these aren't stickers, these are just chipboard pieces. So these you would need to use your adhesive with. You don't peel off a back and have them stick. Which I like it better that way, because sometimes I want it to hang off of a page, and if it's hanging off and it's got adhesive, then you have to deal with putting something on it so it's not sticky. There are these, the first time I worked with these, I was like, oh my gosh, they're not really brads. Well, it's a brad look. So they call them decorative brads, but they are an adhesive back. So that's really nice too. I don't always like to use the brad and poke the holes, so I like the look of it without all the extra work. 27 total pieces here. We have some ephemera. These are larger. So you've got your tickets here. I thought there was more than one here, but it's layered look. Got some butterflies. Here's some more tickets. Real pretty ephemera. Flag. I keep thinking I'm grabbing more than one, but it's that layered look. Library card, like a book page. This one's got like a frame. And then these two. These are really cool. They are very realistic looking. Okay, let me put these off to the side. One of the trims I'll be working with is this real pretty, got green ink, this real pretty pearl flatback flowers. This one, I've seen other companies carry something similar, but not exactly the same. This is a way higher quality. The shine to it is a lot brighter. This one, there's no comparison. I love it. It's not cheap looking at all. It's very rich looking. We have some real pretty ribbon. So it's purple, lavender, green. Let's take a look at that with a piece of the collection. So that's a great match. You don't want it to be exactly the same. I like how it's a little bit darker to add some, get your eye, you know, more of a focal point, okay? And then new to the store are these inks. Now notice they come in a pack of 4, and they gradually get darker, so it's good for blending. So I'll be trying to show you some different, like I'll use my embossing folders and then show you how I'm gonna use these inks and blend them together to give a real watercolor look, but they come in different colors. These are the green ones. They're called Pistachio, Misty, Sage, Mossy, Meadow, and Green Opal. Okay, so one of the great things about Country Craft Creations is that they do have their own line of paper, and this is the white, but there is a linen inside of the paper, and it's just got a really nice weight. It folds neatly and scores nicely. And then you can also get your chipboard from Country Craft Creations. There's 8.5 by 11 and there's 12 by 12s. This is a perfect weight for your covers, okay? So the collection again is Simple Stories Vintage Meadow Flowers. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and link the products down in the description box so that if you're interested, you can find them easily. And there will be a tutorial. I am going to be making an album with this collection. And then if I have anything left over, I might make, I don't know, envelopes or something. So, all right, thank you for joining me today. This again can be found at Country Craft Creations, Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Meadow Flowers. Thanks, everybody.